Wednesday, and from what I understand, it's still going on for anybody interested. You can always call in to the office. On the flyer, the phone number that they have listed is 724-430-4814. And that would be for details for open enrollment. If you're looking for CareerLink services, like I said, we've had a number of hiring events, all of which are posted on our Facebook page regularly. You can call 724-434-5627. We do have some upcoming workshops. Next week, we have the ADA employment. So that's Americans with Disabilities Act Employment Workshop from 9:30 to 10:30 on the 2nd. And then the week after that, we have our job search scams workshop at the same time on July 9th. Also, just touching on some of the nice hot jobs that we have going on right now. We have a number of positions, medical positions open in the area right now. So things like pediatricians, nurse practitioner positions. But we also have other things going on, such as plant manager positions, supply chain technicians, insurance claims specialists. There's just something for everybody over at the CareerLink. So if you're looking for employment, make sure to stop by or give us a call. Transitioning now to our wonderful guest. We have Alyssa here, who's a youth specialist at our Fayette County office. Alyssa, would you like to tell us a bit about some of the youth programs we have going on, especially Experience Works?
Yes, thanks for having me. So I am with the Experience Works program, which is a program designed to help youth and young adults kind of get into the workforce and get them into that whole process, get them some work skills. So we partner with local businesses and organizations here throughout Fayette and Westmoreland County to offer these work experiences, and we at Pic pay their wages. So it's $13 an hour. The youth and young adults are able to work 210 hours total. So it's a great program to kind of get into the workforce.
Get some experience. Now, whenever
the experience works.
The experience does work.
I'm sorry, I had to get that in.
The pun in there, we love it. So say that there is a youth who already has like a connection to a workplace, but the employer isn't necessarily registered, or however you would put it, with us. Is there methods for them, if they already have a connection with a potential employer, to get them involved in the program still?
Yeah, so we're always looking for new work sites. That's something that's happening right now. So if I always tell the youth and young adults, if there is somewhere that they have in mind, let me know, and I can kind of have that conversation with the employer. Basically, if you would be a business that was looking to be a work site for us, we have what's called a work site agreement that they would fill out, and it would outline kind of the job duties, job description, that kind of stuff. And then the only other thing we would need is certificate of liability insurance from that workplace. And then that's how that process works.
Nice. So is there any, how do I want to put this? Is there any particular fields that you see like a large number of people getting involved with, or do you have a big range for the youth in terms of what industries they're a part of?
I would say a pretty wide variety. I get a lot of youth and young adults who are interested in different sports careers, so sports medicine and things like that. I have some that are interested in medical. This year I have some interested in production, media production, things like that. But really all of them are just looking to find a job. Get some skills.
Yeah, so this is a really great opportunity for them to explore different careers before, I don't want to say making a commitment, but
right.
you might try out a career and decide, I like it, but maybe not for me. So this is a good chance for them to get experience.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I was just talking and I realized my mic was off, but such is life. But no, yeah, that is absolutely a good thing, because you go into like any career, like, I don't know, like construction or something like that. Maybe after a couple months you say to yourself, like, this isn't really for me. You have other options to try out, which is good.
Yeah, it definitely is a great opportunity for the youth. And in general, Pic has a number of youth programs throughout the year. They kind of come and go in waves as the different cycles of the programs. I know at one point we had drone. I don't know if that's something else that's going to be coming up in the next year, but they did have it in the past. They have different programs for youth who are perhaps involved in the reentry system. And here soon we're going to be having the lovely Chandra back on. I believe she was on with Doug not too long ago to talk about the youth reentry program. So we have a number of services. And even if you don't necessarily go through one of the youth programs, CareerLink also has youth services in the sense that we will help anybody to find employment.
Oh, yeah. And one thing I know that is big over there, Michelle has these things down pat, the digital literacy classes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All the digital literacy classes. We also have the digital, if I could talk, digital literacy lab now. Lots of L's in there. The digital literacy lab hours are for people who might not necessarily need the full class, or who are perhaps enrolled in the class and need a little bit of extra help with things after the fact. We have those during our normal office hours, so 8 to 4, Monday through Friday. Tuesdays we open at 9 for the Career Resource Center. However, like I said, digital literacy hours are all throughout the week, so you can stop by and get some help with computer stuff.
Indeed. I'll tell you what, we're going to take a little 30-second pause, and we'll have more on Pic Connection Radio in just a few moments.
CareerLink is your one-stop resource for employment and training-related services. Visit CareerLink, and you'll have access to many programs and agencies for assistance with economic, educational, and job-related needs. For more information on all the programs available to you, contact CareerLink at 724-434-JOBS. That's 724-434-JOBS.
9:49 on the time on the Pic Connection Radio, the show that is mixed on pineapple on pizza.
I don't have a definitive opinion on it. I've never had it.
Really?
Yeah, I'm going to have to go out of my way to try it now.
I have to as well, because I haven't tried it either. I don't gatekeep, but you know what? There is one that I just don't understand. We were talking about this before the show with the pineapple day cut, and that is anchovies. I don't understand how people have anchovies on their pizza.
I've never had it, but I've never had anchovies in general. So,
yeah,
again, I feel like I can't be a part of the conversation. I don't know.
Well, mushrooms I can't stand either on pizza. I'm like
that one I would argue with.
Really?
I'm a big
You
fan
like
of
mushrooms?
I do.
Ah, okay, perfect. Well, anyway, what else is going on in the world of Pic Connection this morning?
Yeah, like I said, so we are currently like at the beginning of our new year as of the start of July and everything. So we're going to be seeing what programs are available in the next year. Hopefully we'll have more information on that in the coming weeks for you guys. But always ongoing services for everybody, whether it's Head Start services. We have a location in Lemont Furnace, which is shared with the PA CareerLink office. We have our ongoing job search and job development services. If you're interested in training for a new position, or if you're just looking for a new occupation, you definitely can come into the Career Resource Center and get some help with that. And you'll see the lovely Michelle, who is an all-star on this show all the time.
Shout out, Michelle. By the way, I also know that there's an office for Pic Connection in New Kensington. I know this because last time we were there for a job fair broadcast, you were a guest with us. You said you were up there, and then you came back down to the Lemont Furnace office. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I did. I am up there at least one day a week.
Okay.
Schedule permitting for things. So we have offices here, obviously, in Fayette County. We also have an office in Youngwood, and we have an office in New Kensington. The PA CareerLink is a statewide system. So even though it might be administered by different organizations, the one here in Fayette and Westmoreland County is administered by the Private Industry Council. There is a PA CareerLink office for every county, or sometimes two, depending on the size of the county. I know Allegheny County has a couple because of the population and everything like that. Yeah. But these services, even if you're a listener and you're not necessarily here in Fayette County, there are services all across the state. Also, the American Job Center Network, which the PA CareerLink is the Pennsylvania branch of that. That's a national thing. So everywhere somebody can get help with finding a new occupation.
Indeed. And that's the best place to look for it is Pic Connection, of course. And that's why we have you guys here.
Yeah. Like I said, we have hot jobs every single month. Michelle makes a list for Fayette County of the most recent and urgent isn't the right word, but actively hiring jobs, the most recent ones, every month. So that's available in our Career Resource Center. And if you tune into the PA Career Link Fayette County Facebook page, we also routinely post jobs there. In the past couple of weeks, we did make a post listing some of the best entry level and summer employment jobs, which would be great for, as Alyssa, like youth positions for them to get into the workforce, even if they're not necessarily going through the Experience Works program, just to get their first workplace experience.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And, of course, you guys help with resume writing all the time.
We do. That's something that a lot of people seem to need help with. The formatting of things definitely gets to be challenging. The PA Career Link system through the PA Career Link website actually helps to automate the process a bit. It's as easy as putting in your information and it'll format it in a couple of different ways for you. There's some different options.
No, yeah, trust me, you have no idea how hard it was coming up with my own resume. So I was like, where's this when I need it? So when Doug was first telling me about it when I first came here, I was just like, and where were you?
And where were we? We were right here, Matt. We were waiting for you to come.
Yeah, by the way, speaking of which, I saw Doug this past Wednesday because we did another remote. I was just telling them all the remotes that I'm going to be doing this weekend. I'm a busy guy. But we did a remote for the Fayette County Community Action Agency recently, and Doug was there, and he said you were doing a fantastic job.
Thank you. Considering I've only been on once since he left, Leanne had to fill in for me. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. But here's the beauty part, is that you'll be back next week.
I will. We will be right back.
Yes, indeed. So again, Sarah, thank you very much for joining us. Alyssa, thank you very much for stopping on by.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thank you.
Yep, this has been Pic Connection Radio on your local station WMBS here on the Get Up and Go show. 9:54 is your time, and just about a couple seconds from now, after I kill a little bit of time to introduce him just by talking, it is the American Storyteller on your local station, WMBS.
Thousands of man-hours of planning and building would go into